Yeah, baby. Next up, radio is your girl, Miss Smoke Marie. Welcome back. Thank you, Imani J, for that commercial-free music break. Music, yes, definitely. I told you we have a great lineup for you today. People are in here with lots of talent. And I have another creative, talented person right next to me, Mr. Raydo.
What's good? What's going
Welcome,
on?
welcome to Next Up Radio. How are you?
Thank you
I'm
very
fine.
much.
I'm fine.
I'm good.
Fine.
I'm here. Thank you for having me.
Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. So, you're from DR?
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to the Heights. It's always good to be up in the Heights.
Bodega Bams. Everybody out there. Fabulous.
Yes.
There's a lot of
shout
us
out.
there.
Yes. And you were raised in a BX.
Yes.
Give us-
Raising the
yeah.
BX.
Yeah, the X. Okay. Oh, we have a caller? Okay. We have a caller already. All right.
Already?
All right.
Can't be.
So we have a caller on the air, Next Up Radio. What's your name and where you're calling from?
This is the amazing SB, Queens Corona.
SB.
Hey,
SB.
thank you for calling in.
I'm rapping for my dude, Raydo. On the
Yo, SB was good, kid.
beat. Everything's good, brother. You know, looking up to you, bro.
That's what's up, yo, kid. Yo, check this out. I put everything on the table because I saw you doing it. I had to take your idea.
I love that, man.
What's good,
And
SB?
he has a great picture. You have to see the picture that he took a selfie of the table.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that's hot.
I'm gonna throw it up in a bit.
You gonna throw in the ID?
Yo, good looking, SB. I was supposed to go out there and see you up in Queens, man. I got caught up with the fam. You know how that is.
I already know how it is, man. I'm just supporting you, bro. And you know what I'm saying? Just, wish you the best, you know what I'm saying? And believe it or not, I was looking up to you when I seen you interviewing and doing your blog and doing your site. So I stole a little bit from you, too.
It's all good, bro. You know, we all gotta make sure we just look out for one another and keep building. That's how it is.
Exactly. Banging tables on the mat. You already know.
All day.
All
SB.
day.
Good looking
Yo,
out, kid.
Yes, brother. Manito, I love you, brother. You already know.
Yo, I love you too, kid.
Yeah. Stay up, man.
Easy.
All right.
Yes, thanks for calling in. Next Up
problem.
Radio. Thank you.
That's
Anytime,
SB.
anytime.
That's my boy right
Yeah,
there.
shout out to SB.
That's what's
Thank
up.
you for showing love.
We just saw each other up at the Duck Down concert up in
Yeah.
Brooklyn. Yeah, no
Okay.
doubt. That was dope
Yeah.
up there. Yeah.
All right. See, what I'm saying, I was just saying to Carolina Blue that we have to stick together. And you see how he was, okay, yeah, take my ID. I look up to you. You look up to me. We got to, this is the thing. We got to stick
it's
together.
family, definitely.
Exactly. Definitely. So how are you?
I'm doing great.
All right. So tell us a little bit about yourself. I mean, I know you've been into this hip hop culture since the age of 13.
Yeah.
You were involved in a high school crew.
Yeah.
So tell us how this all transformed for you.
Well, I mean, the music, you know, when I came here, that was my escape. You know what I'm saying? It
Right.
kind of, you know, when I started kind of like gravitating towards hip hop, you know, I was just a little kid, just soaking up the whole BX.
Yeah.
Fresh out of DR.
Okay.
I had no cousins, nobody here. So, I mean, I
Okay.
just gravitated to the streets immediately.
Yeah.
And, you know, and back then it was just all over. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And especially in the BX. You turn around, you see graffiti train filled
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
You turn around the corner, there's break dancing, you know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
All types of jams.
It
And
was just
everything.
live.
Everything was just live.
All the
Everything.
elements were
Yeah.
there. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I appreciate it and I soaked it in. So,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. So now I know that tell us a little bit about your music. I know you've done stuff like at Webster Hall.
Yeah.
Tell us your experience. How was that for you?
Well, that's when I did the production. That's when I debuted my production.
Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of when I introduced myself to
Uh-huh.
the industry as a producer.
Right.
Because I was doing an MC thing for a while, you know, as a little kid growing up. That's kind of when I just wanted to express a lot of things. So I was just writing a lot and just doing a lot of, you know, songs and just putting it out there. But then when, you know, I kind of got more into the production behind the scenes and I just created this whole new website, Banging Tables, which is, you know, where the main reason for me to producing is, you know, I had nobody making beats for me when I was MCing.
Okay.
So I had to make my own beats.
Your own beats and your own.
Yeah, and it
Was
started.
it
you know,
hard
from,
for you to like do
Oh,
that yourself?
it was, especially back in the days. I didn't have nothing. I just had a double cassette, And that's when we was still doing the tape to tape.
Okay, the cassette tapes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would take a cassette tape. You know what I'm saying? I'll put my age out there. But I was,
It's all right. It's all right. This is
cassette out
history.
there.
I think this is great. This is history.
But it's dope. You know, 'cause
Yeah.
I was take a tape and make a beat, and I would just record it on the other one, stop, pause, rewind it again, get it again, loop it again, rewind it. And you would do that for about like 10 minutes just to get, 3-minute skit of a beat.
Oh,
so,
that's crazy.
and
And look at today. Look
now
at
we
today,
got a
right?
machine,
Everything
we got
to
Akai,
do. Yeah.
And we stepped it up,
Wow.
Yeah, definitely.
That's crazy. see, this is why, like I said, hip hop, just this whole culture, it has a lot of history. And that's great that you even know, because people are like, what is he talking about? But this is history, Everything has to start from somewhere, Now, I know you had an independent mixtape.
Yeah.
And it was called Army Through One.
Yes.
1, 2, and 3. So tell us about that series. Like, what made you
that's
come
when
up with that concept?
I had the Banging Tables, which is about producers, as a website
Right.
about producers. So I kind of stood in the same lane as a producer. So I kind of said, let me do something where I can start kind of putting my name out there.
Yeah.
So that's when I did the Webster Hall, and then immediately after that, I dropped the Army Through One Part 1, which is pretty much. I got a lot of artists. I was looking through recruiting on the internet, on Twitter,
Wow.
and just I will bump into some of them at the studio where my boy, where we go do vocals and mixing. I have a studio set up in my career where I do all the pre-production. Then I have another studio where we go do vocals. So there I met a lot of MCs that were, kind of where I kind of wanted to go and cater to some of their sounds. So I hollered at a lot of them and just got them to get this big collective together where I have MCs from Florida, from Long Island, from, Ohio, everywhere in this one mixtape, and I just kind of want to show diversity, with the culture and at the same time kind of like imprint my production, with all these different styles, you know what I'm saying? So I did like 3 versions of those, and the third one was an all-girls version.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
I like that idea.
Yeah.
That's
I
cool.
want to put it out because at the same time, there was a lot of people talking about how there's not a lot of female MCs.
And you know what? Do you agree with that?
I mean, I don't agree with it. I mean, on the underground level, there's plenty of them,
See? Underground level.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
But the mainstream, they'll say it's not,
Well, I mean, I never really leaned to the mainstream for hip hop. Mainstream is mainstream.
No, I'm speaking in terms of a lot in general. Like when people say it's not a lot of female rappers out.
Yeah,
period,
because they're speaking on that level.
On that level.
On
That's
that,
what I meant when I said that.
Yeah, exactly,
so,
yes.
But I do agree with you. It is a lot of underground female
there's a
artists,
lot of talent out there.
There's talent out here.
You just have to go out there and dig them. I kind of try to do that purpose when I did that part 3. I said, let me gather some female MCs that I feel have some kind of, some flow, something going on, popping. So, I wanted to put this whole mixtape together just to kind of commemorate the female MCs and give that, just put it out there and show that there's some out there trying to do their thing,
Okay, now I know you also had a second mixtape, Audio Crack, New Jack City.
Yeah.
And it was hosted by, shout out to DJ Sus One from
Sus
105
Shout
Power.
out to DJ Sus One.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
So how did that happen for you?
That was actually one of the MCs that was featured on Army Through One Part 1.
Okay.
I met him in the studio when I was just playing beats for the engineer, and he happened to had just finished the session, and he was just sitting around, and he heard one of the beats, and he was like immediately gravitated to the beat. So we kind of started talking business after that. He was featured on the first mixtape, Army Through One. Then after that, he called me and said, listen, I want to do a whole joint with you.
Wow.
So then, we got everything, all the mathematics together, and we just got this mixtape together called Audio Crack, and I did all the joints on there, and it's dope.
That's what's up.
DJ Sus One got on it, and supported it, so yeah, it was a good look.
All right. Great. Well, I really I really admire what you're doing and just bringing all artists together, underground artists together, and just putting it on a mixtape. So what do you currently have, like, that's any newer projects you're currently working on?
Yeah, I just dropped, I just started a new project which is called the Raydo Remixes.
Okay.
So
Tell us
what
a little bit about that project.
Yeah, well, that is a project where I kind of like want to commemorate MCs that I kind of grew up listening to or just admired. Period. And the first one was Nas. So
yeah, shout out to Nas. Yes,
Seer
definitely.
Jones.
Yes.
He's doing his big show with Dave Chappelle over at Radio City. That's gonna be dope.
Yeah, that's gonna be hot.
So I did this joint where I kind of like I dug around for a lot of Nas lyrics where I didn't touch the classics. I try to touch the records where people didn't really gravitate to those joints, album cuts.
Okay.
And I created my own beats around his vocals. You know what I'm saying? And then I took I went digging for interviews that were underground interviews people haven't heard, skits, and I just kind of took a whole
put it all together
and I put it all together so it could be like a narrative, like as if Nas was there with me when I did the joints.
That's
you know what I'm
what's up.
saying? So
You're so creative.
Got to try to put yourself
Great.
out there somehow.
Yeah, definitely. You also did it with Big Pun.
Yeah, I had to
Rest in peace to Big Pun. Did you see the Big Pun mural that we have out here? Yes, definitely. Yeah.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Big Pun. Yeah, I had to commemorate Big Pun. He's the BX king.
Exactly.
He had to get commemorated. So I did the same with him. I, took interviews and took different, and just put everything together and put tracks and layer them to his vocals and just kind of made him feel like as if he was there. Just picking out the beats, you know what I'm saying?
Same thing.
Yeah, yeah.
And B.I.G. as well.
B.I.G. is the one that just dropped.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's the
so
new
that one
Okay.
dropped actually on Biggie's birthday, May 21st.
Wow. Yeah. Okay.
So I did that in commemorative to him. You know what I'm saying?
All
Biggie
right.
is an artist that I grew up listening to forever, and I spent the whole summer blasting Ready to Die.
Yes,
so,
you know that. All right. So with that
yeah.
said, we're gonna get into one of your tracks. Okay.
So-
You want to introduce it? Which one?
Which one we playing?
Which one?
Oh yeah,
All right.
that's Juicy. Yeah, what I try to do with Juicy is, everybody remembers Juicy as being a real, commercial track,
Yeah.
and I kind of like said, let me take that and just kind of make it more hardcore,
Okay.
So that's what I did with that joint.
All right. So let's get into that Juicy right now. Raydo in the building. Next up, Radio, your girl, Miss Smoker Marie. Let's do it.
To me, it's just like, you got to feed your families, man. You know what I'm saying? It's not even to the point where it's a sense of keeping it real, and keeping it real is making sure your mother got a house and your family's taken care of. It was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine, Salt and Pepper and Heavy D up in the limousine, hanging pictures on my wall. Every Saturday, rap attack, Mr. Magic Molly Mall. I let my tape rock till my tape pop, smoking weed and bamboo, sipping on private stock. Way back when I had the red and black lumberjack with the hat to match. Remember rapping Duke, the hard, you never thought that hip hop would take it this far. Now I'm in the limelight cause I rhyme tight. Time to get paid, blow up like the world trade. Born sinner, the opposite of a winner. Remember when I used to eat sardines for dinner? Peace to Ron G, Brucey B, Kid Capri, Funk Master Flex, Love One Star Ski. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. Call a trip, same number, same hood. It's all good. And if you don't know, now you know, nigga. I'm genuine like Gucci, or like sushi. 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 Town, break it down. I made the change from a common thief to up close and personal with Robin Leach. And I'm far from cheap. I smoke skunk with my peeps all day. Spread love, it's the Brooklyn way. The Moet and Alizé keep me pissy. Girls used to diss me. Now they write letters cause they miss me. I never thought it could happen, this rapping stuff. I was too used to packing gas and stuff. Now honeys play me close like butter play toast. From the Mississippi down to the East Coast. Condos in Queens, in dough for weeks. Sold out seats to hear Biggie Small speak. Living life without fear. Putting 5 carats in my baby girl ear. Lunches, brunches, interviews by the pool. Considered a fool cause I dropped out of high school. Stereotypes of a black male misunderstood. And it's still all good, And if
If you don't know, now you know, nigga. When I was dead broke, man, I couldn't picture this. 50-inch screen, money green, leather sofa. Got 2 rides, a limousine with the chauffeur. Phone bill about 2 G's flat. No need to worry, my accountant handles that. And my whole crew is lounging, celebrating every day, no more public housing. Thinking back on my one-room shack. Now my mom pimps the act with minks on her back. And she loves to show me off, of course. Smiles every time my face is up in the store. We used to fuss when the landlord dissed us. No heat, wonder why Christmas missed us. Birthdays was the worst days. Now we sip champagne when we birthday. Damn right, I like the life I live. Cause I went from negative to positive, and it's all. I'm genuine like Gucci, poor like sushi. I'm genuine like Gucci, poor like sushi. Uptown, Brooklyn, break it down, break it down.
Yes, baby. Next to radio, we're back in the building with Raydo. That good producing skills on that B.I.G. tip, juicy.
Thank you.
Love that, love that, love that, love that. It's very creative.
I try to switch it up.
Yeah, definitely. So we have another one that you've done.
Yeah.
And it's called Come On.
Come on, mother. Come on.
Yeah, give us the concept behind that one really quick.
Yeah, that joint right there is a joint that he actually did with Sadat X. Sorry, Sadat, I had to cut out your vocals, but, you know, it was a Biggie mixtape, so I had to display Biggie. But, yeah, that's the joint right there. Come on, mother, come on. It's a Biggie joint with Sadat X, but this is just Biggie, you know?
All right, so we're going to get into that one right now. All right, come on, let's do it. Next to radio.
Let's go.
So I was just like, damn, my baby mom's stressing me, my mom's stressing me, you know what I'm saying? Niggas ain't fuck with me, you know what I'm saying? I ain't got no money, I'm broke. The ad is hot and they can't get no money. A nigga just be like, yo, the fuck?
Brooklyn, I got 7 Mac 11s, about 8, 38s, 9 9s, 10 Mac 10s, the shit's never end. You can't touch my riches, even if you had MC Hammer and them 357 bitches. Biggie Smalls, the millionaire, the mansion, the yacht, the 2 weed spots, the 2 high clocks. That's how I got the weed spot. I shot Dread in the head, took the bread and the lamb spread. Little Gotti got the shotty to your body, so don't resist or you might miss Christmas. I tote guns, I make number runs, I give MCs the runs dripping. When I throw my clip in the AK, I slay from far away. Everybody hit the DECK. My slow flow's remarkable. Peace to Mateo, now we smoke weed like Tony Montana, sniff the yayo. That's crazy blunts, mad L's. My voice excels from the avenue to jail cells. Oh my God, I'm dropping shit like a pigeon. I hope you're listening, smacking babies at the christening. So you better grab your pistol, cause if you sit still, I'm gonna make your fucking shit spill. And I'm talking about buckets, why did I have to do it? So that said, fuck it, you got a gun, nigga, bust it. Cause I got more shots to pop ya, big popper. Breaking your old something proper. Signing off is the hardcore rap singer, aka crack slinger, bring it anytime.
Come on, motherfuckers, come on. 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 Come on, motherfuckers, come on.
Now why not blow up the spot with Sadat? Release the brainstorm to make your motherfucking brain warm. A strange form, something kinda lyrical. Biggie the bastard, Sadat's kinda spiritual. Well, in God we trust, guns I bust. Not that disgusting, suicide broken. And do you know where you're going to? Do you like the things that I bring? Make an MC wanna sing for a living. Check the beat down, we fucking give it.
Come on, motherfuckers, come on.
Yeah, baby. Come on, mother.
Come on, mother.
Come on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Raydo putting his little seasoning and touches on the music. I like it. Very interesting. I just want to also say, I'm going to show everyone here, banging tables. Right? I like my fitted
You gotta
hat.
throw it on. You gotta throw it on.
I got to throw it on.
Yeah. Banging tables. That's
Yeah,
the
baby.
website for
this
producers.
Is the website for producers.
Yes.
We also have iron patches
Yeah.
here. And tell us where we can contact you. Give us all your social networks and stuff like that.
All right, well, check this out. You can holler at me at Raydo on Twitter. And that's also a Banging Tables Twitter. There's a Banging Tables staff Twitter that's at Banging Tables. So you can holler at us there. And we have the site, of course, bangingtables.blogspot.com. That's bangingtables.blogspot.com. Holler at us, producers. Want to get interviewed? Want to get up in there? Drop your new joint? It's all about production, man. So I support all the producers. You know, I interview a lot of up and coming producers. A lot of producers that's been established already, like Sean Money, Dame Grease, Ski Beats. You know, Static Selector. A lot of them have been on Banging Tables. You know what I'm saying? Alchemist coming soon. A few other people. I'm trying to holler at a lot of different people to just come up and drop a couple of exclusives. I was just with Arsonist a couple of weeks ago at his studio.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to
You
him.
know, he was letting me hear the whole Joel Ortiz new album.
Right.
Is crazy. So, I mean, I'm always, you know, Banging Tables, always supporting producers. You know what I'm saying? I got my own stuff popping off, of course. You know, Raydo. Go to Raydo Beats. That's with a Z. .blogspot.com.
Right.
And you can download all my music, all my mixtapes, Army Through 1, 2, and 3. Raydo remixes 1, 2, and 3. Audio Crack with E Harper, hosted by Sus One. And that's at Raydo, Raydo Beats with a Z. .blogspot.com.
All right. So you heard it first here on Next Up Radio. Raydo, thank you so much for coming to share your story. Are you going to stick around and do the thing we call Take the Mic here?
I'll stick around and watch the
aight.
MCs do their
Yeah.
thing.
All right.
Yeah.
So stay tuned. All right. We got Rock Boy G's in the building coming up right now. All right. So let's do it. Oh, we got a caller? Calling you on the air, Next Up Radio. What's your name and where you calling from?
What's going on? It's E. Harper from New York City.
Yo.
Caller, you're on the air. What's your name and where you calling from?
Yeah, can you hear me? E. Harper.
Who this?
Hello?
New York, New York. Can you hear me?
Yo, Harper.
What up, man?
What up, kid?
Chilling, man. What's going on, man?
I'm chilling, man. I'm here, man. Yo, that's my boy E. Harper right there. We did the Audio Crack together.
Yeah, the New Jack City.
What's good?
Chilling, man. Just I heard you was getting interviewed. I'm like, oh, they got the kid in the studio, blowing him up. What's going on, man?
I'm here, kid. You know, just trying to get some shine like you, my G. You know.
No doubt, no doubt.
What's
Aight.
what's
What's
good?
going on? You talking about that audio crack? What's going on?
Yo, we got that Audio Crack, man. They got the CDs here, man. So you know, I'm dropping it, baby. My boys right here, Rock Boys G.
Yes.
Yeah, they got a copy of that joint too, man. So I'm making a lot of fam over here too, man. It's all about networking. So everybody know Audio Crack,
Let 'em know,
E
let 'em
Harper.
know. Let them know Adidas was blasting off on Power 105.
That's it, man. Sus One giving us love, so you know,
Shout out to DJ Sush.
no doubt, man. Yo, E Harper, that's my dude, yo. We got to link up.
Yeah, we gotta do part 2 to that, man.
You know that.
All right.
what I'm
Well, thank
saying?
you so much for calling in. Appreciate the love here on Next Up Radio. It's your girl, Miss Smoker Marie, Radar.
Yeah.
So you're going to stay around for the thing? Okay.
We're gonna stay around.
All right. So, Imani J, real quick, just a song real quick while we get the Rock Boys here.
Yeah.
Okay? All right. Let's do it.